What's going on, guys? Coming at you with another tutorial. If you watched my other video yesterday, you will have seen I got some trio diff covers in, so I'm going to be putting them on baby SON-UVA Digger. So I'm gonna probably just show you one because I want to try to keep the video short, but if we got some time I'll probably do both of them. But anyway, see my new sign over there my dad made? Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I printed the picture, he made the plaque it's on. But yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so the tools that you will need are a 1.3 hex or a 1.3 Allen wrench, and that is all you will need for this upgrade. So here we go. That is what you will receive. And again, I said in my last video that Trio is one of the manufacturers, suppliers that always subscribe or always send decals with their product. It's kind of cool. I love decals. But yeah, so let's get into it. There are the decals. And these do have some pretty good weight to them. So I think they're gonna look pretty nice. I am planning on changing out the shocks. If you've seen them run in this video, I think I mentioned that. The video that he blew his motor in. So yeah. Yeah, I should start opening this crap before I start filming, but whatever. It is what it is. And there's all the hardware right there. So this time I did not receive an Allen wrench, but most of the time you guys you'll get an Allen wrench. So this is one that came with the shocks I just purchased, which I put a link to in the description of my last video. Right there. See the little Allen wrench in there? Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it, and it looks like we are going to have to remove the steering link. So that is done by just taking this screw out right here, and I'm going to do that off camera. Also, you're gonna have to probably take that one off so they both can swing out of the way, and I'm gonna do that off camera. Okay guys, I got those two screws out. They are sitting back here. One was for this end that went into your steering knuckle, and the other one was for the connecting rod that goes up to your steering servo that screws in right there. So those two screws need to come out, and then we can get at that differential cover. That is not gonna wanna, oh, there we go. So the two top screws also hold on your steering servo mount, so your steering servo will probably be floating, not literally, but just kind of loose in there. So this is going to be another thing I do off camera. There is a total of 6 screws in there. They're kind of hard to see because my lighting sucks. But so there's one here. That one goes into your steering servo mount. with the one back there also, and then these 4 all come out. So I'm going to do that off camera a second too. Okay guys, we are back with some better light on the subject too. So now you can see the 6 screw holes in there that I took out. So these top ones are longer because they go all the way through and they hold in your steering swivel mount. So those are laying, I like to keep them in order. They are laying right there, with the longer ones on the top, and the other 4 are all the same length, but 2 are longer. Those go on the top. So now you got to be careful of taking this out because there's a bearing in there that could fall out, and there's some gears in there too that could also fall out. So just be very careful taking that off. It can be a challenge. Sometimes it just falls right off, but and there you go. There's your differential, guys. And there's that bearing I was telling you about. So we shall get that out of there. Maybe. Well, now that's being difficult. All right, I'm going to get that out of there off camera because it could be a bit of a battle. And we are back. That wasn't too bad. That literally took me like 3 seconds. I bent my little Allen wrench though. But so there's your ball bearing that comes out of your diff cover, and that is going to go right into your new ball bearing. You see how it's got that little ring in there? That is where that bronze looking ring, that is where the new, your old ball bearing is going to go, right in there like that. And it just presses in there like so. Dun, 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 dun. And these obviously are for those bearings right there. So, and obviously you want that right side up. So it's pretty self-explanatory as to which way this thing goes on. So pop that on there like that. That's looking kind of cool. So now in your new hardware, whoa, you can see all the screws over here. This is your new hardware. So your long ones are going to go where the long ones went when you took them off your old diff cover. Sorry guys, I got something stuck in my throat. Been breathing mulch dust all day today. For those of you that don't know, I am a landscaper, so yeah, I got kind of a scratchy throat right now. So the long ones out of the 6 go into the top, way up there, a long one there, and a long one over there. Let's maybe give you guys a better look. Okay, so a long one in the 2 top holes, and then the rest of them go in the bottom holes, and I'm going to do that off camera. Be right back. Okay guys, we are back. I did not put in the last 2 screws because I wanted to point something out to you with these trio ones. For at least the trio ones, these 2 bottom holes, You may think that the longer ones go in the bottom holes, but they do not. The same screws that go into the center ones here go into the bottom ones. You have 2 long ones and 4 of equal length. These are just extremely countersunk back into there. And again, I can't stress enough, always back thread or thread the screw backward, because you're screwing into plastic and you don't really want to screw up those threads. So by screwing it backward, your screw will find its home and will find the correct thread path going back into there. And again, don't over tighten either. I'm kind of talking kind of serious, but sorry. Didn't mean to come across that way. I'm just stating the obvious, I guess. Don't over tighten. Make sure you find that correct thread path. So yeah, we'll get that one in there. Bonk, bonk. We'll get the other one. Push that in there. Kind of wiggle it around and it'll find its home, and then back thread again. Oh, that one was an easy one. That one found home right away. A lot of times you won't feel it click in there. You just gotta really pay attention, and most of the time you'll feel it click into the correct threads, so that way you don't cross thread it and ruin them. So you guys can just staring at my massive landscaping hands. There, I'll turn it sideways so you don't stare at my hand the whole time. And there we go. And just like that, she is in. Pretty cool. So now you're going to take your screws that you should have set aside that came out of your steering knuckle and your steering arm here. They're both the same size. So right here. So this is going to go on the end here and then get screwed up into your steering knuckle right there. And then your other screw is going to go into your connecting rod that is attached to your steering servo. Push that back down. And that screw is going to screw into there, at least on the Trio steering linkages. The stock ones are slightly different. It's just kind of twisted and screwed in through. No, actually, correction, I think the stock is set up the same way, where it screws into the front like that. Some steering linkages screw in through to the top, but yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. So hopefully we can still keep this video under 15 minutes. So obviously, guys, I'm probably not going to be doing the back one. Dun, dun, dun. Click. Screw that back in. Again, don't over tighten. And then take this one. I can line it up. While it's being a turd. There we go. Pop the body up a second. Hopefully it doesn't pop that screw out of place. So you might have to tilt this a little bit to get to line up because it does kind of go in on an angle. But again, back thread it a couple of times and you'll feel it sink into place. Just like that. I did find home, but now I gotta line it up straight. Oh, poop. There we go. And there we have it, guys. Bam. Looking pretty sweet. We'll let you go right there. So actually, I'll quick explain. If you've done the front one, the back one is going to be easier. It's literally just 6 screws, and I believe they are all the same size. If anything, the top ones are going to be longer again, and these 4 will be all the same length. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take those out. Get your other diff cover in there. Make sure you don't lose any of the gears and bushings and bearings that are coming here. This one will come off with the diff cover, and then yeah, it's just like the front one, although the front one you just have to take your steering linkages off. So yeah, there we go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we will see you tomorrow. Take it easy.